My name is Clara. I am 24 years old. I live in a quiet village with my grandmother. My parents died when I was young. My grandmother raised me with love and care. She was my whole world. Since childhood, I always dreamed of love. I dreamed of meeting someone who would hold my hand and never let go. Someone who would look at me like I was the only one in the world. I met Henry 2 years ago. He was tall, gentle, and had kind blue eyes. We met at the market. I dropped a basket of apples. He picked them up for me. He smiled. That smile stayed with me. We met again and again. He started to visit my grandmother's house. He brought bread, flowers, and sometimes books. He talked to me about his dreams. He wanted to start his own shop one day. I liked listening to him. After a few months, he asked me to be his girlfriend. I said yes. My heart was happy. We walked by the river. We sat under the old oak tree. We promised to always be together. One evening, he held my hand. He looked nervous. Then he asked, "Clara, will you marry me?" Tears filled my eyes. I said yes. He laughed and hugged me. My grandmother was happy too. She said, "Clara, he is a good man. He will take care of you." The wedding day was planned. The whole village was excited. My grandmother made my dress. It was white with lace. My friends helped me prepare. The morning of the wedding, my grandmother kissed my forehead. She whispered, "You look like an angel." I smiled and hugged her. The hall was full. Everyone was waiting. I walked in with my uncle. Henry stood at the front. He smiled when he saw me. My heart was beating fast. We were about to exchange rings when suddenly the doors opened. A woman walked in. She was young, beautiful, with dark hair and sharp eyes. Her voice was loud. "Stop this wedding," she shouted. Everyone turned to look at her. My heart stopped. Henry froze. His face turned pale. I looked at him. "Who is she?" I asked. He didn't answer. The woman walked closer. "Henry, how can you do this?" she said. "How can you marry her when you promised yourself to me?" The hall was silent. I felt weak. "What is she saying, Henry?" I asked again. Henry looked down. His hands were shaking. The woman took something from her bag, a small silver locket. She opened it. Inside was a photo of Henry and her smiling together. My breath caught. The room started spinning. "Her name is Julia," Henry whispered. "We were together before, but that was long ago." Julia's eyes filled with tears. "Long ago," she shouted. "You held me. You promised me marriage. You swore never to leave me, and then you disappeared." The crowd began to murmur. My grandmother held my hand. "Is this true?" I asked, my voice trembling. Henry closed his eyes. "Yes, but what?" I cried. "You lied to me?" He stepped closer. "Clara, please, I love you now. Julia was the past." Julia shook her head. "I waited for you, Henry. For years, I searched for you. And now I see you here, ready to marry someone else." I felt broken. My heart was tearing in two. I looked at Henry, then at Julia. "I don't remember you," Henry said softly to Julia. "I remember the time we spent, but I don't feel the same anymore." Julia sobbed. She dropped the locket on the floor. "Then everything was a lie," she said, and she walked out of the hall. The wedding was stopped. Guests began to leave. I sat on the floor, my white dress heavy, my face wet with tears. Later that night, Henry came to my house. He sat down beside me. Clara, please believe me. I love you. Julia was a mistake from the past. I want only you. I shook my head. How can I trust you now? How can I forget what I saw today? He held my hands. Because my heart belongs to you. Julia is gone. You are my future. I wanted to believe him, but pain filled me. I cried myself to sleep that night. The next morning, my grandmother gave me tea. Clara, love is not easy. Trust takes time. Listen to your heart, she said gently. That afternoon, a small girl came to my door. She handed me a letter. This is from Julia, she said, then ran away. I opened the letter. Dear Clara, I am sorry for what I did yesterday. I came with anger and pain, but I never wanted to ruin your life. Yes, Henry once loved me. Yes, he promised me. But people change. I see now that he loves you. I will not stand in your way anymore. I will leave this town. But please remember, I truly loved him once, and I will carry that love with me forever. I hope you will take care of his heart. Goodbye, Julia. Tears fell from my eyes. I held the letter close. That evening, Henry came again. He looked tired and broken. I showed him the letter. He read it and sighed. Do you still want to marry me? I asked. He knelt down. More than anything, I want a life with you, Clara. Please give me a chance. I looked at him for a long time. Then I whispered, yes. A month later, we married in a small ceremony. No noise, no crowd, just close family and friends. My grandmother smiled the whole time. Henry held my hand, and I felt his love. But in my heart, I also carried Julia's letter. I knew she had loved him once. I knew she had suffered. Love can be beautiful, but also painful. Sometimes at night I think of her. I wonder if she found peace. I pray she did. Because love in the end is not just holding on. Sometimes love is letting go.